Most important lesson I've learned: mess with the chick that like you, not the one you like. The one you like, you're gonna accept all kind of stuff out of it, and y'all know it's true. You're gonna accept all kind of stuff, but you never accept off another chick. And it might be another chick right next door that like you and gonna do everything and keep you right. But you rather mess with this pretty girl over here that's giving you all kind of problems. You dig? That's how the world goes. Not just with the pimp and the whole game. A lot of people have a tendency, the right people they're supposed to treat right, that's loyal and dedicated, they overlook it and they treat the other people right. That mean them no good.
What's good, YT family? It's your brother ELI coming to you with another KVA video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate the love. Much appreciate the love. I hope everybody's doing well. Everybody's grinding. Yeah, man. And everybody's, thinking and, what I'm saying, moving on with, whatever they got going on, man. I know it's been a while since I hollered at y'all. And as y'all already know, I rarely do topics such as this, but I feel like it was very important because I feel like it's a bigger message than just the celebrity drama that's going on. I think there's always a big silver lining in what is being like presented in front of us. And yeah, so I really wanted to speak on this topic, and it's very much dear to me because I feel like it's a life lesson that I learned myself. Obviously not on a scale of Steve Harvey, of course, but at the same time, I feel like, just like in the last audio, the audio previously that you just listened to, I believe is very much true that Steve Harvey, definitely. And let's just keep it a stack. Let's just put it all out there. He made a living on, I don't want to say simping, but the unreal expectations of men and women, right? The illusion that you can somehow, some way buy someone's loyalty, or you can somehow, some way buy accumulate so much wealth and so much fame that human nature no longer applies to you, which I feel like a lot of celebrities do. Like, by and large, a lot of celebrities get into this illusion in their mind about how relationships work, how marriages work, how all these things work, and they're way more complicated than what it seems to be. And a lot of times as guys, we deal with women who we shouldn't be dealing with in the first place. Now, being that once you become successful, and this is why this is such the biggest thing with the high value thing, the whole red pill thing, all the stuff like that, right? Who preach money, status, looks, all of the things that, we've been all bombarded with, the content, all the opinions and stuff like that. At the end of the day, a woman who really likes you, or a man who really likes you, none of that shit will apply. None of that shit will apply. When someone truly likes you, when someone's truly feeling you, you won't have to do none of the things. Not saying that you shouldn't, because at the end of the day, these are things like, you want to be in your best shape. You want to save money. You want to learn how to stack money. You want to learn how to make money grow and make money multiply. That's just, to me, that's just mandatory. Obviously, like, I feel like with those two things, and, what I'm saying, with whatever you do, right, whatever talent you do, status will just come, right? Like, status isn't something that you really have to work towards. I feel like once you become great at anything, status is just an automatic thing. And we think that once we have those three things, that relationships come easy, and that, we, at the end of the day, we'll always have somebody by our side because of our ego or our narcissistic mindset of like, well, I'm Steve Harvey, or I'm LeBron James, or I'm whoever the fuck, right? Whoever. We think that, oh, well, what I'm saying, like, who I am and what I've accumulated has warranted loyalty, which is not true. Because when a woman really likes you, right, she wants to see you win. She wants to see you at your best. She doesn't watch and just wait for you to become great. And then now all of a sudden she's friendly, right? All of a sudden she's smiley, and all of a sudden, like, the cooperation is there. And we've all been there, right? Well, at least I hope you guys have all been there before, at least one time in your life, where, what I'm saying, everything is hitting, and now all of a sudden you're starting to notice that, like, things are changing. How women respond to you are, is different than when you were before, and stuff like that. It's kind of like what people call, like, the glow up phase, right? And even ladies go through that same exact thing where, like, I see a bunch of statuses where they say stuff like, oh, you called me ugly in elementary school, but now you in my DM, stuff like that. Like, it's just inevitable. It really can't control it. But, right, especially in Steve Harvey's case, I know for a fact that he's had at least one woman who truly loved Steve for who he was. She truly fucked with Steve because it was Steve. She was probably early in her career. And if you guys notice, bro, all of these celebrities go through that same exact thing where they're no longer dealing with the woman that they came in the industry with. And this is how dangerous the industry is, because it kind of sheds the skin of who you really are and start putting you around, unfamiliar faces. This is why when Drake was saying stuff like, I know way too many people here right now that I didn't know last year. You know what I'm saying? Like now you're starting to just be around unfamiliars. And then obviously when the money is just in abundance, which obviously Steve Harvey has 400 million to lose, right? Most guys, let's just be honest, most men who are online do not have a $400 million fortune to actually split half with, right? To me, that's even insane. Like, that's 400 million to split with somebody, if I had to, wouldn't even be that big of a deal. Like, that's how much money that really is. I think a lot of people don't really understand that. But, right, she clearly never liked Steve. She clearly never had any loyalty to Steve. She never really liked Steve. And now, right, he's probably, and I don't even know how you feel, and honestly, I really don't even care how you feel, because he bashed men so much and talked so much ish about how men are this and men need to start doing that. I believe even on the Shannon Sharp podcast, shout out to him, he was talking about, oh, what does she have to bring to the table and all this stuff like that, right? Like, it just seemed like he was just completely, like, I don't even know. I don't know. Like, it was just a clearly unbalanced approach and an unbalanced just take on relationships in general, as if, like, he had the game all figured out. As if he knew for a fact that he had a woman that was for him, right? And put the money aside. Put the divorce aside. Put all that aside. The amount of disrespect, or I'm sorry, lack of respect that woman has to have for you to not only fornicate with a bodyguard, somebody who I'm assuming you work around a lot, and also fornicate with someone who cooks your food, meaning they have access to you personally. For her to not only cheat on you, but to cheat on you with two of your employees, in a way, let's say that, let's just be real, it's employees. To me, that is it's there's no amount of disrespect. And, like, that is the most disrespectful shit I've ever seen in my life. Never seen in my life. And now, right, we come to a close with, what do you do? Like, what is the answer to that? Like, what is if money and status and all this stuff like that won't make a woman loyal, then what does, G? At the end of the day, mess with women or deal with women, love the women who reciprocate that back to you tenfold. Don't go trying to chase some shit that ain't there. And then you thinking that, you're going to somehow, some way manipulate her mind, or you're going to somehow, some way, like, she's going to have this epiphany that she likes you. If she don't love you now, she never will. If she don't respect you now, she never will. And yes, you might have, and some of you guys might even be in that glow phase, or some of you guys might even be coming into a bunch of money or whatever, right? But check it out. If 400 million of Steve Harvey's dollars didn't make this woman want to stay and didn't make her feel secure enough to stay with him and be loyal to him, what makes you think she would be loyal to you? Or what makes you think she would be loyal to anybody, right? This is clearly someone who is just incapable of doing that. And it's just so funny. It just so happens to be, right, that this, this is Lori Harvey's mommy, but that's just interesting. But it just goes to show how the apple don't fall too far from the tree, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's just interesting, bro, how, man, look, man, you just got to deal with women who deal with you, bro. Deal with women who deal with you. Don't try to manipulate, or don't try to think that you're gonna somehow, some way change her mind, bro. If she with you, she with you, and she gonna be with you to the end. She gonna be with you to all the hard times, all the struggle times, all the times where you might not be sure, you might not be at your peak, right? Because she came in Steve Harvey's life at his peak, right? He was already Steve Harvey by the time he was dealing with her. But would she be there when these comedy guys, when they go into these random clubs and they just opening up for somebody, or they just doing little stand up at your neighborhood bar and stuff like that? Like, this is how a lot of these guys start up. This is how Steve Harvey started up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, like, deal with women who deal with you, because it just makes it so much easier, and it's no static. There's no problems when y'all both, right, are equally yoked and truly into each other. You both want to see each other win. And that's the only way, man. That's truly the only way. So that's my opinion on the Steve Harvey stuff, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this story, man. This story is just absolutely insane, but hey, man, I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough. I want to feel bad for Steve, but at the same time, it's like, man, look, you just got to taste, you know what I'm saying? You just got to taste of what everybody else go through, right? What everybody else go through, it's a lesson in everything. And he just, he just got exposed to what it, got exposed to how it's really like out here, man. So like, comment, subscribe, holla back at your boy. I hope everybody's doing well. Peace.